Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and make sure you hit the hype button because it does. Oh, yeah. There ain't no hype button yet, but when the video's over, there's gonna be a hype button. Listen, gang. 50 Cent's baby mom is out here admitting that she's giving information to T.I., King Harris, and Domani to diss 50 Cent. This is nasty work. This is nasty work. I don't care how you flip it. This is nasty work, gang. You mean to tell me you despise Fifth so much that you would help further push the disrespect of his deceased mom as his baby mother? Is crazy. And then you want to push the narrative saying that he tried to delete you and your son, which doesn't make sense. You're accusing him of something that was never proven. It was never proven. So this is how we all found out. And salute to Queens Media, because Queens Media on Instagram pointed this out. They sell Domani. This is his post of the diss that he did yesterday, and that's a picture of the house that's burning. Now apparently that house is supposed to be the house that Fifth's baby mom claimed that Fifth tried to burn and all that. That is not supposed to represent the house that Fifth's mother died in. His mother Sabrina passed away in. However, it's a double entendre because obviously Fifth's mom passed away due to a house fire, correct? Well, look, the baby moms posted the exact same picture, and she's saying that this is the exact picture of her house being burned and accusing 50 Cent of doing it. Alright? Now in this caption she says, "On this day, I will always be thankful that God saved us. I will never forget. I will always give praise." So she's still further pushing the narrative that 50 Cent tried to allow her and Marquise in this house. Now, I know for a fact that this has never been proven, gang. I repeat, this has never been proven at all. At all. So we not about to act as though that this is true. It's not true. Just like it's not true that 50 Cent said anything about Tiny, because he didn't. He posted pictures of Tiny that Tiny already had posted, which is what happened. Now, make of that what you will. Facts are facts. Hummingbird in the chat says, let's keep it a hundo. 50 had it coming after years of harassment, etc. LMAO, I'm here for all of it. Years of harassment on who? I want to know who he was harassing. Before we continue, who's he harassing? I'm sorry. I'm just asking. But his baby mom was in communication with T.I., King Harris, and Domani, and is helping assist with the diss records. Domani's cover was sent to him by 50's baby mom. Yeah. 50's baby mom sent him that. His first baby mom, the one that had Marquise, sent him the picture, the image, gang. Yeah. Nasty word. Hummingbird says not everything will have proof don't mean it never happened. So why are you saying it then? If you don't got proof, then why are you saying it? That's my question. You're accusing him of harassing and you don't know if that's a fact, means you're lying, correct? That will make you a liar. If you can't prove it, you capping. Ali Dura says, to be honest, that house he supposedly burned down was his property. He owned that home. Listen, still zero proof that he did it. You can paint whatever narrative you want. Ain't no proof. Just like a lot of people can't prove that Jay-Z did certain things. They can't prove it. You're literally going with a narrative that you cannot prove. And until it's proven, then you can't say if it's true or false, right? HK Billy says, is there going to be more NY bias 50 winning, or are we going to admit the Harris family won this rap beef? This is not a rap beef. Won what? What rap beef? 50 Cent never agreed to battle anybody. So how is this a rap beef? I'm sorry. This is not a rap beef. So won this rap beef. What rap beef? What is the rap beef here, champ? You can't take it upon yourself to make multiple disses on someone that literally ain't battling and said that they wasn't battling. Oh, you're not battling, so now I'm gonna battle you anyway? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's like saying, oh look, we about to race. I got this Lambo, you got a Ferrari. Dude with the Ferrari don't want to race. But you're gonna speed by him anyway, and he's literally not in the car. You get where I'm. This is not a race. This is not a rap beef. You get what I'm saying? Hello? Uncle Dust says, if you're grown and you're upset about internet trolling, you are beyond soft. I agree. I agree that you're certified shaman. 1000%, gang. You styrofoam soft. If internet trolling has you this mad. It ain't the first time you seen niggas troll. You wasn't even mad about 6ix9ine trolling that much. What you mad about 5th? You dig? Chavez says, yeah, but now we battling. When you talk about another man's lady, I repeat, he never said anything about Tiny. What part of he never said anything don't you understand, bro? You said if you say something about a man's lady. He didn't say anything about Tiny. Why do people keep saying this? Bro, he never said nothing about the woman. He posted a picture of her. That's saying something. If you don't see words, because he never said nothing about this woman. Ever. Go look it up. Look up where 5th said something about her. Look it up. I'm asking. Byron Israel says he clowned her. No, she clowned herself. Because the only person that's upset, as a matter of fact, let's get to, I got clips, gang. I got clips. And by the way, hold on. Before we get to the clips, this is 5th's baby moms after the disses drop. Hold on, gang. Hold on, gang. No. This is 50's baby moms yesterday after the disses drop. Because she the one who gave the image of the house to Domani. And she over there flexing because she think it's over for 5th. So she over there flexing, gang. I guess there's a reason that she's 5th's baby moms, because obviously she's petty too, right? Just saying. We just gotta be honest about the situation. We got a bozo in the building. They did not kick you out yesterday, you fake 5%er. Why are you still here, gang? I kicked you yesterday. You dig? You gotta go too. Yeah, you gotta go too. Why are you mad at me for? Let's get to the documents, gang. Hold on. I wanna play this. Salute to whoever this is, man.
Passed away. Y'all remember that? Oh my God.
Hold on. We gotta play this. Because people forget history, right? People often forget history. T.I. didn't have this energy for Kodak Black when Kodak Black violated Tiny. See, you want to talk about someone who talked about Tiny? Kodak Black did it. And T.I. didn't do nothing about it. 5th didn't even mention his wife. And he's wilding. Look at this, gang. Run up these likes, man.
You know, this T.I. and 50 Cent thing got me thinking about when Nipsey Hussle passed away. Y'all remember that? Oh my God, it was so sad. It was a crazy time. It was so crazy that Kodak Black popped out and was like, man, Nipsey Hussle passed away? That mean, look.
She finna be out here single. She finna be a whole widow out here. I'd be the best man I could be, fuck.
Everybody was like blown away that he even said that because he had just passed away. It was so wild that T.I. popped out and was like,
Kodak Black, you out of pocket, nigga. Fix that shit. Quickly, expeditiously.
But you know what Kodak's response was? He made a diss track called Expeditiously. Oh yeah, he made a song called Expeditiously, dissing a bunch of rappers who had a response to what he said about, you know, Lauren London. And in one of those lines he said,
Tiny, that bitch ugly as hell, I don't even want it.
Yes, he said that about T.I.'s wife. And you know what people said? People said nothing. As a matter of fact, a lot of people started putting a meme of Tiny next to Miss Piggy. And it was going around for some years. It's actually a popular meme now. And nobody said absolutely nothing. And time went by. T.I. ended up making a podcast called Expeditiously. So I guess I'm just curious, where was all y'all at back then? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces saying you never disrespect a man's wife, but a lot of y'all was posting that meme. That song Expeditiously by Kodak got like 29, 30 million views. So a lot of y'all was bumping it and playing it like it was no problem. So long story short, Kodak Black ended up apologizing to Lord London as he should because he was wrong. And we can only assume that T.I. and Kodak got some straight behind the scenes because they never rolled on Kodak the way they rolling on 50. But issue fans, though, I find it real suspicious.
The reason T.I. ain't tried nothing with Kodak is because Kodak Black is the King Vaughn of Broward County. He wouldn't play with Kodak. He wouldn't. He don't want no smoke with them Zoes out there. T.I. was not about to play with Kodak Black. Kodak Black out-gangstered T.I. More facts. Yeah, he did. Now because 50's older, and 50 already dissed T.I. I'm going to get to that in a second. 50 already dissed T.I. a long time ago. T.I. said nothing. Now that the nigga 50 years old, niggas feel like, oh, okay. He's safe now. He's older now. He ain't going to do nothing crazy. Come on, man. You dig? Tim Smith said, Showface, why did 50 put up Tiny's pic if it wasn't to disrespect? Bro, putting up her picture without saying anything is not disrespectful unless you take it as disrespect. So it's disrespectful for a man to post a picture? What did he say? He didn't say nothing. The picture was already on Tiny's page, so Tiny posting her own picture must be disrespectful too, correct? The man said nothing. Lionfest said the Zoe pound is no joke. That is a fact. HK Billy says they both 50 years old. No, they're not. T.I. is not 50 years old. T.I. is 45. Correction. See, this is what happens when you don't know what you're talking about. Y'all gotta stop saying things that's not true. Everything that isn't a narrative is not actual fact. And yes, Kodak Black mentioned T.I.'s wife. Violated T.I.'s wife. Facts. And y'all was doing the same thing because y'all was joining in on it. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, Tiny. Y'all did the same thing. Millions upon millions of people been on social media wilding out Tiny for over a decade plus. Longer than that, actually. Longer than that. Crazy enough. But let's continue.
I end up making a podcast called Expeditiously. So I guess I'm just curious, where was all y'all at back then? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces saying you never disrespect a man's wife, but a lot of y'all was posting that meme. That song Expeditiously by Kodak got like 29, 30 million views. So a lot of y'all was bumping it and playing it like it was no problem. So long story short, Kodak Black ended up apologizing to Lord London as he should because he was wrong. And we can only assume that T.I. and Kodak got some straight behind the scenes because they never rolled on Kodak the way they rolling on 50. But issue fans, though, I find it real suspicious how everybody got a conscience based off what 50 posted, but y'all didn't give Kodak Black that same energy. Actually, y'all was all for it. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to choose your rights or wrongs depending on which celebrity do it. So I just thought that was very interesting.
I like when people make sense. He's telling nothing but facts. Vinnie Brown says, why did 50 post her pic? You know why he posted the picture? You know why? Because he did an interview. T.I. did an interview on $1 million worth of game calling 50 all types of 304s just because he don't want to battle. Just because he don't want to battle. So what did 50 say? 50 said, keep my name out your mouth, and posted a picture of Tiny. That's all he said. He's talking to T.I. Keep my name out your mouth. Basically, he is showing T.I. his wife because obviously we all understand that Tiny doesn't look good. And if you sit up here and lie and act like she does, you're being performative. You're being corny. Now, I wanted to get back to another chat I was looking at. Black Man Rising Now made perfect sense. I remember all that. It's fake outrage because people are all on tip. Don't know tip DKO. Okay. I remember all that. It's fake outrage because people was on Tip's meat. So they follow everything he says. People are so fake. They just like, okay, I'm not going to get into politics, but salute to you, gang. Salute to you. I'm not getting on no politics, gang. Listen, whatever you vote for is on you. Whatever you believe in and want is on you. I'm not going to get into no politics, gang. Nope, this is a non-political channel. I won't even go that route, promise. But I agree with everything you said, Chan. Okay? I believe in everything you said. You dig? Real talk. This is how you know a nigga's angry. Rich Almighty says 50 is a COINTELPRO teller. You notice nobody says that outside, right? Like, niggas only say that online. I said it yesterday. It's always the overweight niggas who make dashikis look like hospital gowns because they so big that always use this word, bro. They just throw it out there like it's supposed to be some slanderous term because it came from one nigga and y'all glazing that nigga and y'all just use that word. Yeah, it's always the big pro-black niggas, the overweight pro-black niggas who turn dashikis into hospital gowns. It's always them, gang. It's nasty work though. But let's get to the next video because this guy also made a lot of good sense. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this video.
You cut your hair and your back rapping, you thicken up.
Hold on. My son went in though. I ain't gonna lie. My son kept it 1,000. What you say, Chan?
I ain't like that T.I. shit. For one, why you gotta double up the accent? Cause you cut your hair and your back rapping, you thicken up your fucking fake Atlanta accent. I can't get past a fake accent no matter what you're saying. You did your big word, I'm an intellectual rebrand 10 fucking years ago, bro. Say 50 Cent a snitch. Okay, they've been saying this for 20 fucking years and ain't nobody never had nothing to show for it. If you gonna say that, you better have something to show for it. They say 50 can't rap, 50 not gonna respond, he need to rap back. 50 Cent was rapping about T.I. 20 years ago, getting caught with 10 machine guns and walking fresh out the fucking jail when they was calling him a snitch, and T.I. ain't responded to that shit back then. He said, oh, you went on to go do acting because you can't rap no more. T.I. went and tried to do acting too. His shit just ain't pop like that. So then he went and did reality TV and exploited his family for 10, 15 fucking years before he went on to do his little fucking rebrand like he's a family man after he exploited his wife and kids so he could get some motherfucking money from the TV. What the fuck is we talking about? They on the same, it's the same accusations back and forth. What you mean 50 ain't got nothing to say? It's all the same shit that T.I. said.
Yup. It's a fact. Oh, Chan. Y'all don't like when people tell the truth. Y'all don't like when people tell the truth, man. Like, come on, bro. All this is a bunch of performative things. T.I. ain't do nothing to Kodak Black nor Gucci Mane when they mentioned Tiny. At all. At all. Nothing. But now that 50 is 50 years old, niggas feel more safe. Because back then, nearly 20 years ago, T.I. said not a word to Fifth when Fifth called him out for the machine guns and all that. He ain't say nothing. Crime Stoppers, taking the stand. He ain't say nothing, man. He said not a word. It's the song You So Tough by G Unit. Why Tip ain't say nothing then? Tip was actively rapping in his prime. He was actually better back then versus now. So why he ain't say nothing back then? I don't get it. Everyone knows that Fifth ain't about to rap to nobody. He's done rapping. He's basically, he's damn near retired. He'll do a little score for a show or a movie and that's about it. Fifth don't really care about making Billboard no more. He done dominated Billboard already. He's done it. He's a bigger artist than T. He's way bigger than T.I. And anybody who thinks T.I.'s bigger than Fifth is smoking angel dust. You're on angel dust, champ. And you need to go to rehab right away. If you think for 1 second Tip is anywhere near bigger than Fifth, you are high and you need help. For real. No cap. Don't sit up here and lie and pretend that T.I. is anywhere near in the same stratosphere as 50 Cent as far as his popularity, his legendary status. It's just not true. It's just not true. You dig? Uncle Dust says the Harris family is clout chasing. They know 50 won't respond. That's why they feel they can get this off, which low-key is fake as F. Of course. It's very coward-like. And the fact that you mentioning that man's deceased mom is incredibly coward-like. Because you might think that Fifth is soft because you never got into no beef with 50 Cent. T.I. avoided beefing with 50 Cent back in 2008 when he got let go for that gun charge and etc. He avoided beef with Fifth. Why? Because he's scared of 50. He don't want no real smoke with 50. 50 a real gangster. So now pretending that you gonna do something to Fifth, putting his mom on a t-shirt and all that, y'all not on timing. But hey, if something happens because you want to play that game, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Remember who you playing with. This nigga was really at war during his run. Facts. In these streets, really going to war. For real. This guy's a real gangster. Really on that. Which means he knows other people that's really on that. You get where I'm going? I'm just saying. I seen people having the audacity to say King Harris is a real crash out. You better worry about King Harris. Like, you are high. I need to be worried about King Harris? Anyone saying that is not okay. If you think King Harris is a threat, something's going on. You need help. You think King Harris is a threat. Champ, let me tell you something. You should be way more scared of me than King Harris for many reasons. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. For educational purpose, the mayor will have you. It's more likely to have you in a situation than King Harris. I'm not even lying. I'm dead serious, bro. King Harris, yo, let me tell you something. I done did a lot more things than King Harris done did to people. I'll be honest, bro. Nobody with the $1.99 in town taxes said smash the like button. Gotta run up these likes. I know a lot of people is mad. I know a lot of people feel some type way. It is what it is, gang. I ain't even mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad. I get it. I understand. You dig? Oh, champ. Yo, listen. This is the crazy thing, right? I'm gonna read this comment. Alvin and the Chipmunks, right? You probably like, what, 6? If you're not 6, you gotta be 60. Get out the corner of that room, champ. That shadow looked like it stank. Like what? Like, why you hit it? You hit it glaze a nigga that's supposedly in the shadow, champ. So you're glazing me and my shadow, champ. You're double gawking, champ. You're double gawking, correct? Yeah. That means you glazing me and my shadow, champ. That means you a very skillful vacuum, doesn't it? Yeah, it means you a skillful vacuum. You don't just gawk a person. You gawk the person in their shadow, champ. Listen. Listen, champ. Hey, you got skills. What can I say? You're good on your knees. I don't know what to tell you, gang. You gifted, champ. Might want to put that on your Indeed resume. I'm sure they got some jobs right now that might want you. You know, Indeed got that little, resume thing there. You could tell them, oh, on my knees from 2004 to 2026. Yeah, I'm very well experienced. All right. Yeah, I have a lot of seniority in the knee department. Yeah, you could do that, champ. But you watching me. You could do that. You got skills, gang. Oh, champ. You got skills, gang. Oh, champ. Nody also says Tiny is a Diddy supporter, but these aunties want to glaze her. LOL. These aunties don't really like Smokey Robinson for real. They don't really like Sugar Free morphed into goddamn Smokey Robinson. They don't really like Shorty like that. They out here fronting, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Rich Almighty, you gotta go. You're talking weird. Did somebody get him out of here already? There he goes. Yeah, get you. Peace, gang. You gotta go. You being weird. You're being weird, bro. Black Man Rising said they just followed the fake narrative that King and T.I. stated and ran with it. This shows majority of people are D-riders and followers. You can control them easy. You know what, champ? You're right. You're right. I don't disagree, man. You're right, though. That's just how it is, man. It is what it is. Real talk. Tim Smith says Showface, T.I. spitting, King disrespecting, Domani nailing the coffin. They just treating 50. It is what it is. How are they treating somebody that's not battling them? Like, bro, this is the same thing as me punching a brick wall. Imagine me. I'm gonna paint a scenario for you, right? This is like you saying you about to do something to your manager, right? And you go to the gym and start sparring and punching on a punching bag. And you send the video to the manager and the manager never reads the message. Like, he never sees it. It just goes in the spam folder. That's the same thing that they doing right now. You sending 50 spam messages. Like, he not really looking at it. He really don't care too much. And he's not battling. So it's like you punching a brick wall and you think you hurting somebody by doing that. You're not hurting someone that has hundreds upon hundreds of millions more dollars than you and that's more successful than you. You're not doing that. You feel me? I don't understand. I don't understand. Nody says keep supporting weirdo freak PDF supporters. T.I., Tiny, and King Harris, do your homework on what side you're on. Oh, champ. Oh, champ. Yo, listen. Gator Strong says you're a 50 supporter. I'm from Southside. I'm from Southside. You heard? I'm from Southside. We Bomb First says, what's this? Hold on. We Bomb First says Showface is to 50 what Ack is to Drake. Damn, homie, what the F happened to you? What are you talking about? Yo, listen, I don't blaze Fifth. If Fifth do something wrong, I say it. Everything Fifth do, I don't like all the time, but I still rocks with Fifth regardless. Fifth don't always do things I agree with. But that doesn't mean that I go against Fifth. I don't have to always agree with Fifth. You trying to compare me? I'm the Ack of Fifth. That's weird, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That's weird work. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't always agree with Fifth neither. Feel me? I really don't. Oh man, Showface, that's what 50 do all day. Memes and comments about people that don't respond to him. Nigga, everybody responds to Fifth. Stop lying. You're capping. Stop lying, bro. Fifth will go for days. I mean days without even being on social media. So what are you talking about? You just mad because Fifth don't want to rap. Listen, people are really upset because Fifth is not doing what they want Fifth to do. He's just not doing it. What's the problem? You heard? Billy Weir says Showface, New York need to kick Wayno out of New York even after they take shots at the town, bro. Yo, listen, anybody from the town that's not on the town side is a bozo to me. I ain't gonna hold you. But you gotta understand something about New York, man. New York don't like New York, man. I'm gonna be honest. There's no unity in New York. You ain't gonna really see too many New Yorkers back Fifth neither. And a lot of New Yorkers love 50. Don't get it twisted. But you're not gonna see niggas in New York go out their way to speak on this for real. Not unless they're a content creator. Any bozo from the town speaking down on New York is a bozo. For real. Like, when it comes to other places, don't allow other places to disrespect where you at and then agree with it. That's crazy. But one thing about New York is that New York don't like New York. So anything that Wayno does, that's on him, champ. I mean, he feels I'm not here to change the opinion of anyone. I mean, New York is New York at the end of the day. You know, Wayno got his own opinions, champ. It is what it is. I can't. Wayno a content creator just like me, champ. I ain't gonna lie. You dig? Yo, why y'all so mad? This is the thing I don't understand, right? People are so mad at me that they've been inboxing me on Instagram and all that. I had some bum bozos trying to inbox me on Instagram and all that nonsense, whatever, over this. Why are you so invested that you're mad that I'm a 50 Cent supporter and that I'm not on the side of people dissing people who ain't dissing them? You feel what I'm saying? You're really that upset? Champ, all I'm doing is reporting my opinion. You're not gonna change that. I'm from Southside. I'm from Southside, you heard? Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? If Fifth was wrong, I say he's wrong, but he ain't do nothing. Nigga chillin'. Yeah, all this performative acting is nasty. A lot of y'all being performative because guess what? Y'all gonna be the same ones to turn on T.I. and the whole Harris family. Because guess what? There's gonna come a time sooner than later when y'all turn on T.I. and the Harris family when y'all was just glazing. The same ones pole jocking T.I., King Harris, Domani, Tiny. Y'all gonna be the same ones that turn on them in the future. So what does it matter? Y'all being fake anyway. Y'all performative. Nigga, y'all belong on Broadway or something. Y'all might as well make content the way y'all being performative because y'all could be 3 different people in 2 months. You might as well be an actor or something because it's fake. It's performative as hell. Fake outrage. It's fake, bro. It's not real. It is what it is, gang. Black Man Rising, who's been speaking facts this entire stream, says 50 Cent got bulletproof cars and fully automatics, plus the police. What can a 125-pound King Harris do to him? Young boys need to go play some it. Well, Fifth don't really use the police. I ain't gonna lie, okay? I'm gonna keep it a G-style. He The G Unit soldiers will step though. I ain't gonna lie. People keep acting like, don't act like what happened to Joe Budden a few months ago didn't happen to Joe Budden for talking about 50. Let's get back. Okay, let's rewind real quick. When 50 Cent did what he did with Irv Gotti, because Irv Gotti is one of his sworn ops. When he took a picture with that little tombstone at the club and all that, and Joe Budden felt some type way about it, guess what happened to Joe Budden? The G Unit soldiers chased Joe Budden out the club in New York, and 50 Cent caught him at the Knicks game and went right behind Joe Budden and talked to him in his ear. Real talk. And pressed on Joe and asked Joe what his problem was. Stop acting like fifth ain't fifth, because that's corny too. That's corny too. I ain't gonna lie. Shorty Nick says this ish done got weird. Niggas really out here in their feelings over other grown men. I don't give a F about none of them niggas. LOL. Yo, salute to my nigga Shorty Nick. Shorty Nick gonna keep it 1,000 that these niggas is wildin'. I ain't gonna lie. You heard? Mark says this is a Queen beef, not New York's. Queens, nigga. Put an S next to that N, by the way. ATL keep New York out of this, only go at Queens. You can't only go at Queens. There's Queens things in Atlanta, nigga. This is not an Atlanta versus Queens or Atlanta versus New York thing. There's no such thing as Atlanta versus New York. It don't exist. And this is how I know a lot of niggas don't be outside. Because if you knew anything, you would know how connected Atlanta and New York is. You got New York blood sets all up in Atlanta. Who you think the big homie of those gangs are, champ? Who do you think is the big homies of those gangs, champ? The big homies of those blood gangs in Atlanta is in New York. Facts. If you don't know nothing about gangs, especially in the East, then you really don't got no business talking about no Atlanta versus New York, because that's never gonna happen. It cannot happen. There's too much of a mutual respect between all of the real niggas in New York and Atlanta. It's not gonna happen, champ. It doesn't matter what you want. This is a T.I. and 50 thing. That's all it is. It ain't New York versus Atlanta, none of that nonsense. That's just not what it is. A lot of people want to make it that way because they already feel some type way about New York, and I get it. Like I said before, New York is the big bro to Atlanta. Facts. New York is the big bro to damn near everywhere else. Facts, because it's a hip-hop thing. You could agree or disagree. I really don't give a damn how you feel, gang. And I know a lot of y'all gonna throw a temper tantrum in your mother's crib while she's at work because you can't do it when she's there. I know a lot of y'all gonna do that. Some of y'all might do a little stomp because your mother's still at the crib. You heard? And I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all is 30 plus, 40 plus, still living with your parents and all that. Facts. I know some of y'all gonna throw a little temper tantrum when your mother or father not home. And if they are home, you're gonna do one stomp only. You know you can't be making noise in somebody else's crib, right? You don't be making too much noise in there, chap. Alright? One stomp is good enough. Yeah. One stomp is good enough, chap. You better not do too much stomping, nigga. They gonna mess around and call the police to escort you out, gang. File a goddamn order of protection on your ass, nigga. Oh, champ. They don't like that. Facts are facts, though, you heard? Shorty Nick said nigga gonna be homeless when mom walk through the door. That's a fact. Play around if you want to, nigga. She got a chocolate cake in the oven. Mess that up, nigga. Mess up that chocolate cake your mom's got in that oven if you want, nigga. You know what's next. She gonna call the police on your grown ass, nigga. Hell you talking about, nigga? She gonna call the police on your grown ass. Don't let your mother find out you put your mouth on her milk that she put her name on, nigga. Don't let her find out you been stealing milk when she was at work, nigga. Yeah. Been taking little swigs of milk without her knowing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Run up these likes, gang. Run up these likes, gang. It's getting nasty. Oh, shit. Nasty word. Nasty work. Monk says it has nothing to do with the street. It's because New York has biological families. No, it's not. That's not why, bro. You not outside, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Your street smarts are in the toilet. I'm saying it. Yeah, champ. Salute to Nodi, man. Nodi says, LMAO, Papoose supporters evolved to T.I. supporters. Nasty work, but conveniently forgetting T.I. and Tiny's dog pass, while also grooming King Harris to do the same ish the victims did. But alright. What you mean grooming King Harris? Grooming? Oh, Chet, what are you trying to say, Chet? T.I. Tiny grooming King Harris to do what? Huh? What you trying to say? Are you saying there's gonna be a documentary coming soon from Fifth? Oh, champ. Hey, yo. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Malcolm Ball says calling the cops for wasting food is crazy. Is it? I don't know. That food was expensive, you heard? That was some expensive food, though. You might want to call the police, gang. I don't know. This Fifth got a documentary in the works? Tim Smith is Showface. Fifth, you don't got it in the booth no more. Nas, Cool G, Rap, T.I., LL, J. No, I'm not reading the rest of that, bro. And 50's better than LL Cool J. Facts. Let's not play these games. Stop it, bro. I said it. Yeah, nigga. It's a fact. Billy Wiz says, why nobody talking about them T.I. and Tiny allegations about doping up women? Yeah, I heard they tried to Cosby show some women. That's a fact. I heard about it. I heard more than 30 accusers came forth about Tiny and T.I. trying to Bill Cosby show some people and all that. That's what I heard. I heard it a couple years ago when it was first addressed, and I'm still hearing it now. But apparently, this is an upstanding family, champ. This is the best family since the Huxtables, nigga. And it's funny, the best family since the Huxtables is allegedly Bill Cosby and people. Kind of wild, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Best family since the Huxtables, but somehow Bill Cosby and people. Allegedly, champ. Allegedly. Hey, listen, this is all alleged, gang. All right, don't shoot the messenger, nigga. Don't do that. Don't shoot the messenger, champ. Easy, gang. Easy, champ. Put that thing down, champ. Easy. All right. It's all alleged, gang. We ain't got no proof. It's alleged. It's like you don't got no proof of goddamn Phipps saying anything about Tiny because he ain't say nothing, nigga. He said not a thing, champ. Not a thing. But I do think it's nasty that 50's baby moms is teaming up with T.I. and King Harris and Domani. I think that's weird. Like, shorty, really? You're trying to 20v1 Fifth for what? How you trying to 20v1 Fifth? Then I see Rick Ross tell King Harris that he wants the shirt with 50 Cent's mom on it and the 3X and all that. Yo, listen, they trying to low-key 20v1 Fifth because I think that they got Fifth and what have you. People are so caught up in the moment that they be forgetting that things could do a 360 that quick. We done seen it time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. How many times have we seen this? We've seen it time and time again where, look, this person was in the greater good. Everybody was rocking with him. 2-3 weeks down the line, everybody done switched up, said, I always knew he was a scumbag anyway. Like, what? You was just cheering this person on like last month. What happened? Oh, you found about some allegations and some said witnesses and now you done switched up. Oh, champ. Look at you being fake as hell, nigga. I always suspected that he was a weirdo. Oh, really? What if these things never came forth? Would you be saying that? Nasty work. You see how quick people will switch up? Listen, just like everybody is worshiping T.I. and the Harris family right now, boy, that could change within an instant. That could change like tomorrow, nigga. Next week. Facts. But hey, we didn't see it happen too often. Nigga, history repeats itself. is the realest, one of the realest quotes ever, because it does. It does. Malcolm says fickle fans. Yes, champ. 1000% fickle. 1000% fickle. This is how it goes, man. Twan says this pattern can't be denied. Anyone who comes at 50 ends up getting exposed in the worst way. They want 50 to rap. 50 gonna drop a doc and level everything. That's how he usually does things. Now that's just predictable. We really don't necessarily know exactly what 50 may do in response to all this. But we see what's going on with Jim Jones and the Let's Rap About It podcast now, don't we, champ? We see what's going on over there. And guess what? Everybody done switched up on him. As soon as Fifth provided the videotape of Jim Jones trying to kick those doors down that he has been evicted out of, everyone switches up and say, wait, those guys really can't afford to be there. Yeah, champ. And then you see the eviction notice posted as well. That's just what it is, gang. So, hey, I'm the bad guy, apparently. I'm the bad guy. Kirk says Tip and 50 are good friends. They are playing all you clowns laughing all the way to the bank. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I think you're a bozo. I think you're a bozo. I ain't gonna lie. I think you're a bozo, though. And you know what? I feel some type way about you being a bozo. I'm offended at your level of bozoism. How about that? Yeah, I'm offended, champ. You're gonna have to go to the gym. And we'll see you tomorrow, man. Listen, make sure you squeeze some knowledge into yourself through your shadow. I'm sure your shadow has a lot of knowledge that it can fulfill you with, champ. Go squeeze some knowledge out your shadow down there at the gym. You heard? Do that. Do me that favor, please. You saying Fifth and T.I. are good friends. Fifth is not friends with rats. Fifth is not friends with people who have done police things publicly. Fifth don't got friends that has done Crime Stoppers commercials, by the way. Yeah, he don't. So, again, people just saying things and they don't know what they're talking about. Like, you just don't know what you're talking about. A lot of y'all lack street smarts and street knowledge. You really don't even know what you're saying. You be hyping and gassing these people up. And listen, I made a post earlier today in the morning on the community section of my YouTube. I said, Little Dirk quote, he'll still be here right now if you niggas ain't gas him up. That quote makes a lot of sense right now. He'll still be here right now if you niggas ain't gas him up. That's what's going to end up happening, because that's what niggas want, apparently. And they not even ready for that. You dig? Misdemeanor says this has zero to do with Coast. This is personal. It's sad 50 don't have family he can count on. How do you know if he has family he can count on? Because he got plenty of family members in Southside. So why are you saying this like you know? He don't got... How would you know that? Are you psychic? Serious question. You're saying it's too bad he don't got family he can count on. How do you know that? You don't. What are you talking about? How you don't even know who his family is. So what are you saying? Imagine saying something like that. You don't know nothing about him or his family. That doesn't make sense. Where are they? In Southside. Where you think they at? Where do you think his family? Where are they? Where you think they at? Maybe they're in his hometown. I don't know. Where are they? Where are your shoes at? That's like asking, oh, I got shoes on, but where are they? Wait, what is it? A trick question or something? Yo, it's crazy, bro. Yo, y'all need help. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might be high or something. I'm kind of high a little bit, but I got common sense. You heard? I got common sense, though. I ain't gonna lie. Where is his family at? Where's his family? Where the hell you think his family at, gang? I don't know. Maybe in his hometown, maybe. Where do the Knicks play? I don't know. Madison Square Garden. I don't know, champ. I'm confused just like you. I don't know. I don't know where my eyebrows is at. I don't know, champ. Y'all niggas is starting to play. Don't play it. You don't be so performative that you become an idiot. Jesus Christ. How much more performative can you be? Sheesh. You trying to make Broadway or something? You know, Fifth just had a play out there on Broadway, by the way. You trying to be a part of that? Marcus Anderson says, niggas said, where are they, Chad? I know the address is 101 12th Ave, but where are they? I know I seen it on Google Maps right here and it's 5 minutes away, but where are they? Like, nigga, what? nigga, it's on the map. You get so performative that you become a goddamn moron. It's kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie. Where is Yayo and Murder? I have no idea, gang. I have no idea. See, Easy says Uncle Murder ain't said ish, and he don't got to. It's really not Murder's battle to fight unless he's put in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Is what it is, man. People are insane, dog. What's wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay, man? Y'all going through some things. Y'all just out here being mad performative for no reason. Niggas is just really chatting, my nigga. Like, huh? What are you saying, gang? Oh, shit. I don't think that you're okay, gang. I don't think that you're good. Alright. Nobody says, why does grown men feel the need to insert themselves into other people's beefs? Corny. That's corny too. Word. Mind your goddamn business. You heard? Chavez says, you were Trump back in the day, you'd have been duct taped to a corner post. You want to bet on that? You don't even know me. I would have been duct taped where? Who would have touched me? You don't know nothing about me, bro. You don't know what I got, who I know. And maybe you want to find out. You could DM me where you at if you want. Go ahead. DM me where you at. Go ahead. Since I would have been duct taped. You want me to show you some duct tape, nigga? DM me. For educational purpose. You see the Instagram. Let's see what you want. I'm a chump. Nigga, you probably like 70 years old. Don't make me get crazy with you, old man. Don't make me get crazy with you, old man. You a chump. Nigga, you spit your teeth out on a regular basis. Don't get crazy with me, old man, if I have to teach you a lesson, nigga. You sit your old ass down. Nigga, your joints hurt. Your joints hurt, nigga. Calm down, champ. Everybody want to be gangster on the chat. You not gangster. Drop your addy and let me know where you at, nigga, since you so gangster. Go ahead. Nobody's scared of you goofy ass niggas, man. What the hell? Nigga talking like, you would have been duct taped. Oh, word, who was going to duct tape me? Champ, how am I going to get duct taped if there's wings on the back of those people already? That doesn't make sense. How could you duct tape me if you're an angel, champ? That don't make sense. I already put you upstairs. But while you was getting the tape, you was already upstairs. Yeah, while he was getting the duct tape, trying to get to me, they was already upstairs already, champ. By the way, yeah. Yeah, they was upstairs already. They didn't have to take the elevator, nigga. They teleported. Yeah, there was no elevator to get upstairs, nigga. They just teleported right away. I ain't gonna lie. Duct tape, nigga, trying to BDSM something. He's on weird timing, gang. Yo, what? Money Bacon D says, I got an exclusive for you. If you scroll down on the Shaniqua post in the comments, you'll see one of Jimmy Henchman's mans admitting that he burned down the house, not 50 Cent. Power Move CEO is his name. Oh, word? You know what? That makes sense, though. That makes sense that you say that. So So one of Jimmy Henchman's people is admitting that they were the ones that burned the house down is crazy. So hold on. That makes sense because Jimmy Henchman and Jimmy Henchman's people would be the ones to do that, not Fifth. Because that would be to hurt Fifth in some way, right? That's kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. That's interesting, bro. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it. Hold on, let me go on Instagram. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Hold on, I'm about to check the Instanet, champ. What the hell, nigga? Oh, champ. Jimmy Henchman's mans. Okay. Jimmy Henchman's mans. Let me go on this post. You said his name is what now? You said his name is Power Move CEO. I'm looking. I don't really see him in the chat. In the comments though. Power Move CEO. I'll take your word for it. Oh, I found it. I'm about to screenshot it. This is from 52 weeks ago, too. So, we right now about to prove that 50 Cent did not, and I repeat, did not burn down that house. And we about to prove it in 1 second, man. Make sure you smash the like button and share the video. So, I guess one of Henchman's people confirmed that 50 had nothing to do with that. Let me look this back up. But to put that joint back on the stream. Oh, champ. I'm about to find it. Slim the Mobster has beef with 50 Cent and hates him. I bet he, yo, listen, anybody connected to Jimmy Henchman definitely hates Fifth, and Fifth hates them back tenfold. He hates them back tenfold. Let's get to the whole Jimmy Henchman mobster guy, because we gotta take a look at that image. I ain't gonna lie. By the way, if you ain't hit the like, I need you to up. Even if you don't like the mayor gang, you still watching the mayor, you gotta make sure you up these likes. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Oh chin. Let me find that. Let me find that real quick. There we go. I'm gonna upload the message so y'all could see this message or this post. Right? Okay, cool. We got that. Let's put this on the big screen, shall we? Let's put this on the big screen because this is crazy. Oh, champ. There we go. Alright. So here's what it says. Power Move CEO. And this is what it says, gang. As much as I hate him for what he did to me, he didn't do it. It was the Haitian dude with the scar on his face. He also burned down the Sprinter van in the yard 212 across from the car dealership. He was upset about them almost kidnapping his son. Really? Interesting. Okay. So basically, Power Move CEO, this is one of Jimmy Henchman's people who says this is not 50 Cent. It was a Haitian dude with a scar on his face. So this automatically confirms that Fifth ain't got nothing to do with it. So why are niggas still accusing this man of doing that? You can't prove it. It's a lie. It's made up. Fifth ain't do that, gang. Oh, champ. Fifth ain't do that, champ. Hey, easy on the Mars. Easy on the Mars. Hey, listen, the Mars, if they try to violate you, you could kick them. You could put them on the 86K too. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Mars, if they talking crazy to you, champ, give them that work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna need some new mods soon too. I'm gonna need some new moderators soon too. I ain't gonna lie. Join it if you want to be a mod. Just join the Discord, man. We gotta go over some P's and Q's, some things, champ. Oh, champ. Monkey Monk says, then they said Little King posted fake paperwork. Maybe. No, the paperwork is fake. Nigga, 50 ain't never told in his life. Facts. There is no real paperwork on Fifth. It don't exist. Fifth is a real gangster rapper for a reason. He ain't telling nobody. He hasn't told. Salute to the homie Jay Williams in the chat. Dust says, Mr. Bean, I'm very consistent and you are just hard of understanding. Hey, if she get too crazy, nigga, you know what to do. You know you have all rights, champ. Whatever you gotta do, champ. If it get too crazy, gang. Moneymaker D says his mother been lying to him for years, telling him Trav's brother Hove burned down the house for 50. You from Southside, champ? Where you from, gang? You gotta be from Queens. You gotta be from Queens, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You know a lot of things, champ. You gotta be from the town. Word. Salute to Nodi for getting everybody up out of here. Yeah, he knows something. I ain't gonna lie. See, Easy say he knows something. Mom says we've seen 50 Cent take a plea agreement in court to say he would talk about gun violence. Show the paperwork. Go ahead. Talking about gun violence is not ratting. Taking a plea agreement is not ratting. A plea agreement is ratting when the plea agreement is to rat. He said he will talk about gun violence. Okay, and that and that happened because he put his hands on those girls in the crowd because he thought one of them hit him with a bottle or what have you. Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he put his hands on some women who might have threw a bottle at him in the face while he was performing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the plea agreement to talk about gun violence. Okay, what does this mean? That's not telling, nigga. This is how I know you an indoorsman, champ. You an indoorsman, nigga. Fifth said he would talk about gun violence in the plea agreement. And then what? And then what? And then what? Hey, champs. But the mayor said he would join the YMCA next week. That's the type of nonsense you like. What was your goal there? But T.I. was a Trump stopper, but Vic talked about gun violence though. Nigga, your goddamn t-shirt could have talked about gun violence too. What does this mean, chat? What does this mean? Shorty Nick? Hold on. Where's Shorty Nick though? I don't see him right now. I'll get to him later. I can make him a mod later. CZ said, but they ain't do ish when Floyd called they mama be. Oh, shit. You're bringing back the timeline. Nobody said a word to Floyd. Nobody said a word to Floyd Mayweather at all. No, because you know why? Because nobody really respects Tiny Harris. Let's just be honest about the situation. Let's get to the bottom of it. Don't nobody really give a damn about Tiny Harris. The only reason people is acting like they care about Tiny is because it's against Fifth. If it wasn't against Fifth, people would be roasting fire out of sugar-free morphed into goddamn Smokey Robinson right now. Facts. Yeah, champ. Tiny is the logo for Mad TV back in the day. And you got the audacity to be pretending that you actually give a damn about this woman that you yourself have roasted countless times and laughed at. Ain't that crazy? Oh, champ, we can't tell the truth. Niggas fronting right now like, she's beautiful. How could he? Tiny? Shut up, nigga. What are you talking about? The hell are you talking about, gang? You sound... What? Like you like looking at Tiny. If you say you like looking at Tiny, you's a goddamn liar. Word too. Stop it, gang. Be for real. Stop being performative. It's corny, nigga. You think you gonna get some buns because you pretending that Tiny look good, nigga? You think a woman gonna give you some buns because of it? There's a lot of you niggas who think these things. Well, If I get with the popular opinion, I might get some cheeks. Well, you're not, nigga. You still not getting cheeks. By the way, whether you do or whether you don't, you wasn't getting none to begin with. Try again, nigga. I heard the Blade is open tonight from 9 p.m. 7 a.m. The Blade is open, nigga. I heard they have a break between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. by the way. But from 9 p.m. tonight to 7 a.m. in the morning, nigga, the Blade is open. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Cause you ain't getting cheeks no other way. Okay? Invest, champ. Invest, champ. Invest. Alright. Oh, champ. Money Making D says that's why Jimmy burned down the house and tried to unalive Marquise and Shaniqua unless they were in on it too. I mean, that would be crazy if they was also in on it, but I don't think so. Yo, Jimmy Henchman was really a demon. I ain't gonna front. We not about to act like Jimmy Henchman wasn't no demon in these streets. This nigga Jimmy Henchman been wildin' since like the 80s, 90s, gang. Word. That nigga Jimmy Henchman the reason that Tupac got clapped the first time. Facts. That was Jimmy Henchman. Y'all said it was Diddy and Big. Nah, that was Henchman, Jen. That nigga Jimmy Henchman the reason Pac got clapped the first time. At Quad Studios. That was Jimmy's works, gang. Yeah. That was Jimmy's works. Nigga Jimmy been around a long time. He a demon, champ. Jimmy's a goddamn demon. Have you ever heard that nigga talk? That nigga Jimmy sound crazy, nigga. You ever heard Jimmy Henchman talk? That nigga sound insane, nigga. That nigga Jimmy Henchman sound insane. That nigga 50 was really on Thompkins. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Jimmy was on nonsense. You heard? See, Easy said, why would they risk their life? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Uncle Dust says Tiny is absolutely gorgeous to visually impaired. Hey, yo. That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, yo. Word 2, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all keep lying to yourselves, man. Yo. Money Making D also says in the last thing, Faison Love recently attacked 50 because Jimmy is coming out with a book this year. It was bait. Ah, so this nigga Faison rocking with Jimmy too? Nasty. Yo, this nigga Faison, Faison is an underrated 50 Cent hater, bro. I ain't gonna lie, 50 Cent is more hated by Faison Love than I think Ja Rule, bro. I think Faison Love is really the most underrated hater of 50 Cent, bro. This nigga said he wanna interview the nigga that clapped fifth, and the nigga that clapped fifth has been deceased for 20 plus years. The nigga that clapped fifth was Mike Tyson's best friend, Hamo, and Hamo got clapped. Somebody boomed Hamo like weeks or a week after Fifth got clapped. And then the nigga 50 bought Mike Tyson a house because 50 was mocking Hamo after Hamo passed away. Cause 50's really a gangster, champ. Facts. Catch up, champ. That's all I'm saying. Why you think Fifth got Mike Tyson in a house? I'm just saying, man. C Easy says Rick Ross told King he need one of them shirts in 3X knowing he need a 5X. I seen that. I seen that too. I seen that. Yo, listen. Rick Ross also hate Fifth, but I don't think nobody hate Fifth like Faison Love, bro. That nigga Faison Love really, really, really doesn't like Fifth, bro. Like, Ja Rule clearly despises Fifth, but this nigga Faison Love got a different type of hatred for Fifth, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga Faison Love probably got a playlist of T.I., a goddamn King Harris, and the other son. He probably got a playlist full of them diss tracks right now. That nigga probably got that above Game's 300 balls and running. As soon as 300 balls and running from gameplay, that nigga got T.I. diss playing. Then King Harris diss. You heard? That's the type of nigga that Faison Love is. Faison Love is from goddamn San Diego. That nigga ain't from the town. Faison Love don't even dress like he from the town. That nigga wear a rug when he get interviewed. That nigga have a rug on when he get interviewed, nigga. Word. That nigga's like a milk dud in dirty clothes. Like if you put a goddamn chocolate Easter egg in a hamper, it would literally be Faison Love, nigga. Do you see the way that nigga dresses? There's no way that goofy's from the town. I ain't gonna lie. You see this nigga? Do you see this goddamn? You see what this nigga got on? This nigga dressed like a Native American and he ain't even Native American, nigga. He got the wrong feathers on. I ain't gonna lie. Them feathers is fake. Word. My son be dressed like a goddamn obese Power Ranger and all that. I ain't gonna lie. My son be looking crazy. Like, nigga, why your sleeves got like bangles on them and all that? That nigga look crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga be looking like a designer tent. You feel me? Like a tent that's designer, nigga. Like how you look like a goddamn Mason Margiela tent, nigga. How that work? You was a Mason Margiela tent, nigga. A Margiela tent. It's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, champ. Nobody says crazy. All these people want to dog pile on Fifth, and he hasn't said ish about post photos. LOL. And despite multiple people trying, dudes still thriving, and they're mad. They're upset. They're pretty angry. Not gonna hold you. Billy Ware says, Showface, you realize Fifth enemies have ex-girlfriend energy towards the kid. For real, for real. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, gang. I don't know. Kenny Max says Faison is the biggest hater on YouTube, and I couldn't agree more. You're stating facts again. I ain't gonna lie, gang. C Easy said, something going on. Something is happening. Yo, look, it's getting wild. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's getting nasty. I don't know what's next. I hope they don't drop another diss track, because at this point, you're gonna really wear your welcome with these diss records. Like, how many more diss records are we actually gonna get? You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. How many more diss records are we gonna actually get? So at some point, the diss records just gotta come to a halt. Hopefully it's done with. It's over. But if you're gonna drop anything else, you're just gonna make it like you're gonna drag it and you're gonna get people annoyed. And once you get people annoyed, that's when the tables turn. I'm not gonna hold you. But gang, do the man a favor, hit the like button. When the video's over, hit the hype button. If you're new to the Mayor's channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that notification bell. Turn it on, gang, for all the Mayor's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor, the one and only man in New York, Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody in all times. I'm about it here, gang. Salute.